Let's do it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to do the curly hair that I wore in an Instagram photo. And you guys, and also, did I put it in a video? Yeah, in my Valentine's Day video, I did my hair at the end and I said I should have filmed it. Do you want to see it? And you guys really wanted to see it. It's actually super easy, but you guys have been asking for it, so I thought I would show you how. So if you want to go from this to this, then just keep watching. Okay, so you want to start off by brushing your hair through. Pretty simple. My hair is actually second day hair. Personally, it works better for me if my hair is like second day or even third day. If I curl it straight away, it just doesn't last. So then I section off a bottom layer, and I'm just turning around so you can see that I do have tape and extensions that really need dyeing because they are way blonder than obviously my roots. You can see here how dark my natural hair actually is. Like, look at that. It's crazy. But you don't obviously see it when it's underneath, but I do need to get a little custom dye on my tape-ins at the moment. My tape-ins, by the way, are Beauty Works. So I just tied that up with a little scrunchie, and then I use my Cloud 9. These are the 1-inch wand. I will leave this curling wand in the description bar down below for you because it is the same one that I use for my normal wavy hair. I just do it differently. So with this one, what you want to do is you want to hold the wand vertically, wrap the hair around going away from your face, but don't leave too much of a gap in between each turn. Can you see? It's quite tight, and then you get this. So it's super springy, and because I've done it away from my head vertically, you can see it's like giving me like volume outways. So it's going to give you a really nice voluminous curly look. And you just do this the whole way down, and you do want to make sure the ends are in. Like when I do my hair normally, if you've watched my previous hair tutorials, then I usually leave my end out, like to make it straighter at the end, so it gives it more of a beachy effect. I will leave my normal wavy hair tutorial in the eye up here right now, so you can watch that if you prefer a more softer, beachy waved look. This one is really just for the like really all-out glam curl look, and I actually really love it. It's really, yeah, it's really good. So just do that on the whole side of your head, and that's the difference. And then let's just go ahead and do this side. Exactly the same way, you literally just do it all away from your head, so both sides away from your face, and just work your way back. And then obviously let down another section. I think in total, I do maybe 4 sections, but that's just personally because my hair is very thick, and especially my top part where my natural hair is actually really thick. So I have to do just a few more sections than I actually normally would. When I wave my hair, I only do 3 sections, so I think I do 4 or 5 in this one. But here I'm starting from the back, and you can see I'm still holding it kind of vertically-ish, but just making sure that that root is kind of lifted. And you can see here, if I just spin round, it's like lifted up a little bit, so it's going to give you a bit of volume at the root as well. I hold it there, not for long at all, and as you can see, you just get this nice curl. What I like about it is like a proper curl. It's not like a spiral. It's like a proper like spring curl almost. Are we almost going into spring? Is that very fitting? Or am I a bit early? Maybe spring is not quite yet, but yeah, it's a very springy curl. So you can see I'm just going away from my head the whole entire time. So just winding up. I'm taking probably 1 inch, maybe ½ an inch sections. Again, slightly smaller sections than I would take if I was having it wavy, because you do want to make sure every bit is really tightly curled. You can always go back in if you miss some. Like, once it's all done, if you think some aren't quite curly enough, you can go back in, obviously. But yeah, just all working away from your head. So you can see how springy this one is, like super springy, which I love. It's really cool. It's like bouncy and springy, and this will obviously work on if you've got naturally long hair or not. I just wanted to show you here, if you have hair that's hard to curl, then when you get to this point, just wrap it back into the curl and almost do like a pin curl. So just put a little grip in it here and leave them all like that until they're cooled. And then at the end, you could remove them. So if your hair doesn't hold a curl that well, that is 100% what I'd recommend. Just my hair personally, and these extensions hold a curl really well. So I don't need to do that. But if you do find your hair struggles to hold a curl, then definitely pin them till they cool. Also, another tip if your hair struggles to hold a curl is to use some salt spray before you actually start doing it. So just put some salt spray in your hair and then start curling. You can also use hairspray. I just personally prefer salt spray. That's just a preference of my own. But that also does help kind of keep the curl to last a lot longer. For me, if I do my hair like this, it will last until I wash it. Obviously, it will drop a tiny bit, but not a lot. Like, it does last super curly for like a long time. So as you can see, I dropped down another section and I'm just doing the exact same thing. Ping! Sorry I've sped this up, but I just thought I wanted to show you the whole process, at least on one side, but I couldn't just have the whole thing in normal mode because you would get very bored of just seeing me do the same thing over and over again to my hair. But it's that repetitive. You're just literally doing the same thing. Look how uneven my hair is. It's so damaged that it's just broken and like one side's like way longer than the other. Anyone else? Is it just me? But yeah, you're doing the exact same thing. When I get to my hair, so this is all my hair now. Can you see like that nice little like voluminous lift I've got there? Because I actually kept that section, as you can see here. The barrel of the wand is almost flat against my head. Obviously be careful not to burn your scalp, but it is like flat against the head like that. You can see I'm following the shape of my head. So it gives us this outwards, can you see? Like it's very voluminous and like sticking out, not flat against your head. They're very lifted curls. Then when I get to the last section, I do just roughly part it. Personally, I like to just flick mine around when it's this curly. But if you would rather have like a distinctive part, then obviously do a proper parting now. But as you can see, I don't. With my natural hair here as well, you can see I almost roll like the wand. I don't know if that makes sense, but you can see what I'm doing. I basically do that just to help smooth my natural hair out, because the extensions are obviously like really, really nice, healthy, shiny, glossy hair, whereas my hair, as I said, is very dry and damaged. So to prevent it looking like too dry and to keep it smooth, I just kind of roll it a little bit to just make sure it keeps it nice and smooth. That is, why am I so hunched in this? By the way, if I frown a lot in this, I'm really sorry. It's because I'm really, really blind and my mirror is really far away, so it's really hard for me to see this while I'm filming it. That is why I keep frowning. Just continue to do the whole head exactly the same. I didn't realise until in a second that my wand actually turned off at this point, so these front two bits didn't get very curly. But you have this. Then I take my xoxo oil, which is the honey infused oil by Negan, and I just put that into my hand, just one like syringe, pipette, whatever it's called, and then I just really scrunch that into my hair. Like, this is basically just to help define the curls but also smooth them out, give them a bit more of a glossy finish. They're not looking dry because you have obviously just used quite a lot of heat on your hair, and you can see I'm just really ruffling them up. But I don't brush it. With my wavy one, I brush. With this one, I don't brush. I literally just run my fingers through it, scrunch it, just to loosen up the curls. And then I also do like to get like the curls, because sometimes they can stick together. So here you can see I just grab the curl and I pull it apart, which is going to like fluff it out and give you that more, still really defined, but more of a fluffy curl that is all one, like bushy thing. This is when I realised the front hadn't curled. See, that's how it should have looked. So I just went back in and did my front bits that has the one turned off and I didn't realise. So once you've done that, this is the finished curl look. Okay, so this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. For more hair tutorials that didn't make any sense, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, but also give it a thumbs up for more hair tutorials. And that's everything for this video. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram if you recreate the curls, because I would love to see them, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!